Hey, what's up? Like I said, I'm doing a live on 3 subjects right now. I'm doing a live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Live right now as we speak. So that means you guys can follow me more. And I believe the number was 857. Come on, tap it in the chat. Get live. 857 298 4810. Type that in. So let me put it this. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this camera set up. Trying to get some camera set up. There we go. So I can see everything. So you guys can see everything too. Yes, I'll wave to you guys. Well, I'll try to wave. There you go. View request. Go live. Please call in. Set. Please call in if you have any questions. My co-host is going to be here soon. View request. Go live. I just got to make sure that light's out of my way. Accept. Hi guys, how you doing? Hi Tracy. Hi Chloe. Hi Karen. Hi Maso. Accept. 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 Oh. I'm trying to accept. How are you, Tracy? What you up to? Accept. There we go. View request. Accept. So today's topic is families and what you guys family problems, anything with family. I'm just trying to get everything straightened out here on my end. Sorry, that's fine. View request. Accept. I'm trying to accept a lot of stuff, Tracy, so if you can, just bear with me. So anyway, I did get in touch with my aunt, or my mom's sister, I should say, and I don't like that sunlight. I really don't. So I gotta try to cover that out or block it out some way, some type of way. And see what I got later on. See if I can just put this like this. Where the tripod would actually just be on the plate itself. I don't have to lift it up. And so we're actually talking to you guys right in front. Sorry guys for the wait. I do apologize. I should try using 256. Since that's what I have on me. $256 gig. So we got water, we got everything. Da 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 da. Alright, so I do have a set of headphones. And I'm good to go. Testing, 1 2 1 2. Yeah, that's good. Alright. So let's hit record. There we go. Let me just tilt this out just a little bit. All right, now I'm back. Now we're good. We should be all good with everything. I'm here. Today's topic, the only thing I need to do is kill this light behind me, and we are all set, ready to go with the show. So if you guys don't mind holding on to some questions, please be on pause. If you want to call in, the phone number is 857-298 4810. So if you want to call in at all, ask any questions, you can do so. If you want to be private, send a private chat, you can do so too. I'm going to type it here on Instagram, 857-298-4810. And then you can also check me out on Sean's Vision go to YouTube.com and type in Sean's Vision Studios. And there you should see me live on YouTube. So not only do you have the phone number, well, you don't have the phone. Yes, you do. You do have the phone number. There you go. Go to link. And let me start killing this light that's behind me so that way my laptop doesn't pick it up. I'm just looking at the camera angles for right now. Hey kids, don't do this at home. You kidding? Well, I can't do that. I can't flip it. see how that works. All right. Well, it looks a little bit better than when it did. So, all right. So I'm going to be talking about family issues and what's going on with them. So I'm actually paying attention to all three cameras. I have one here, and then one right there. So I'm actually looking at all of them all at once, and I'm going to try to stay focused as much as I can. I also got Facebook Live right now. I hope so. Let me see. I keyframe too low. I don't care. Too low. Okay, so right now I'm still on live on Facebook. I'm still live on YouTube and Instagram, and right in your own home right now, live on the camera. So, for those who want to know about me, my name is Sean with Sean's Vision Studios. How's everybody doing today? In a little bit, I'll be being joined in by my friend and colleagues, I should say, Joe Tibbetts. He's actually one of the producers for Sean's Vision Studios. I'm not sure if you guys can see the shirt. So free advertising. These are for sale if you guys want one, and I can show you how and tell you how right in the comments below, and also on my other channel. Well, on one channel, on the live camera, I can tell you how to get one. So anyway, let's get right into it. Let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic is family issues. See, this all started with my mom, who doesn't believe in me doing any of my video work. She doesn't support me in any of this. Unlike my dad, as you can see in some of my YouTube videos. Hi, Amy, how are you? And some of my YouTube videos, my dad's actually interactive. He actually wants me to succeed, so he'll have me do a video for him, and vice versa. So he's actually on my YouTube channel right now. He's also on my Instagram. If you guys haven't seen him on my Instagram with me and him playing pranks on each other, please go check that out. That's on Sean's Vision, Sean Paul R86. I'll type that right here for you, Sean Paul R86. Hashtag Instagram. Hashtag at Instagram. So there you guys can check me out. Check him out. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you guys see any of my videos. Emmy, what's going on? I'm also going to type that into Facebook. You're also going to get that too right now. Unable to start a live video. Close out. I guess I'm not doing a live on YouTube. On Facebook. Sorry about that, guys. Well, I did say a lot of shit, so just give me a hard time. So I'm just going to end that one there, so I'm not bouncing back and forth. So right now it's just going to be YouTube and Instagram. So like I said, my mom doesn't want to support me in any of the videos I do, nor does she even want to talk to me or even help me make a video at all. So I'm here doing that stuff. I need to go wide on that camera. Sorry. I wish I had the remote for this one. So like I said, my mom, her name is Deborah Richard. My mom doesn't want me to do anything. Like I said, she doesn't even want my kid to even have any of my gear. And nor does my mom even want me to have anything or give my daughter anything when it comes down to camera work or experiences or any books. So I try to be a parent. Right now, my mom has custody of my daughter, so she has more say than I do. And as a parent, it actually hurts. So I actually want to hear from you guys. What is it like for being a single parent, not having your kids? Is it easy or is it hard, difficult? How do you think it affects you? So please tell me down in the comments on anything. You can even do a call in, you can do a text in. It doesn't matter. Got to look at my phone. Last week I had a few call-ins, texts, and Kevin Baptiste sent me an image. So I can't look at that right now. I'm kind of tied up with all this. Hi, Emmy M. What's up? How is everything with you? What's going on? So, anyway, like I said, I talked to my mom's sister the other day. My mom's sister is pretty much calling my mom a bitch. Her name is Denise Vincerelli. She lives out in Revere or Lynn, Massachusetts. So, if anybody you guys see her, she has a son named Dante Vincerelli, and she's also has a daughter named Antonio Vincerelli, and she also has a husband named Anthony Vincerelli. So I'm sorry, I'm blowing you guys up. I do apologize. I don't apologize. Screw you guys. You guys never said thank you to me or even have happy birthday, whatever. So like I said, this is family problems. That's what this podcast is about. And my problem is with you guys. You guys don't want anything to do with me. That's cool. That's fine. Whatever. But don't stop me from doing what I love. You guys had a chance to help me with a video. Dancing to see someone smile. So that was by my friend Kevin. He sent me texts while I'm doing these lives. So what I'm trying to say is to you guys is if you're going to support somebody, support them from the beginning to the end. Whether they fail or they don't fail, help them out. Say, encourage. You don't have to help them out by saying, hey, I can't give you money, but I can let you do some videos. I like to do some video work for you, and you can take it from there. That family member that is supposed to help you, that's saying that they can, that you that wants you to do some filming work for them, take that opportunity. Even though it's free, even though it's a gift, take it as a gift, because what's going to happen is you'll get your basics of editing and video and filming right from that, and it will also keep you going. And that you kind of need that support on your side. Even though it's free, again, even though it's free, but think of this way, it's a video that you're eligible to do. And that's not just with videos. I know I'm staying on videos with this, but it's not just with videos. It's with mechanic work. It's with all types of things. Like my dad, he was teaching me how to detail a car. I talked about that in my last podcast last week. He was teaching me some fundamentals that I thought I could have for the rest of my life, and I'm thankful for that. But later on, you're not just going to stick with one job. But if you can find support and helping you, take that opportunity, and that would be the best way to start with that. That's all I can tell you for right now. My phone is all the way up, so anybody who wants to call, chat, whatever, please take a chance. It's 857 298-4810 is the number. Send a text, send something. What's up, Dorothy? How's everything with you? Like I said, it's family members. Family members will be there to support you or degrade you or even say you never existed. And that's the hard part. Like I said, this last video I did, I had my Nana at our house, and she pretty much said, "Hey, this video is for Sean," and it's a picture of my grandparents. It's a video of my entire family that I never got a chance to know or even know their names. So my mom didn't want to help me out with that. So I took it upon myself to pretty much embarrass them. Seriously, embarrass them and put it on there anyway. That's not my fault. I'm sorry for that. And you can see my mom right in the comment. You need to stop dragging our family. Well, my family needs to start showing some support into what I'm actually love to do. So if you're not going to support me, then don't worry about it. I'm sorry. That's just the way how I am. And by the way, just to let you know, that's my mother, Deborah Richard, by the way. I will be getting in touch with YouTube. Well, do what you need to do, but it's my life, so you can do whatever you think you're going to do. You can pretend who you want to be, but sorry to say, that's what I'm doing. And if you got a problem with it, take it up with someone who cares, because I don't obviously care.
So you're all set up?
Yeah, all set. I already started recording. I'm on two things right now. I was on Facebook Live, but Facebook Live kicked me out. So remember I said that I was going to have the introduction of Joe Tower. Well, he's here right now in the studio. You can even get a chance to talk to my mom because she's actually watching right now on YouTube. And you can actually see what she's actually saying. So you guys can get the gear. All you have to do is just call this number, 857-298-4810. And that is for, I can't even type. That is for t-shirts, sweatshirts, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Let's see if I can get both of us somehow. Oh, this has got to get backed up somehow. There we go. So I put the camera like over there so I can actually see if it goes out, and I'm recording right now. And the only problem was that screen. Mm-hmm. So take a look what I did.
I fixed it.
I didn't really fix it. I just redid it so it actually stay.
So yeah, she doesn't seem very happy.
No, that's actually my mom.
Yeah, I know that.
And
she doesn't seem very happy.
Oh no, because what happened was I did a video that my Nana left me. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have it with me. Maybe I do have it with me. I'm not sure. It might be in this. No, I don't have it with me. It's actually in my school bag. So the video I'm actually talking about, to catch you up on it, I'm not sure if you saw it, but it's this one right here. There's two versions of this video, by the way. There's one that's not edited, and there's one that's actually edited version. Damn, the fucking internet is slow here. So we go like this, my channel. And there's, like I said, there's two versions. This is the original. It's 12 minute long.
13.
Where you don't see anything, you don't hear any sound. Which pissed me off because I couldn't see. So I'm actually gonna copy that. Post that in the comments here. T-shirt, that is for t-shirts and sweatshirts for sale. Yeah. And this is the video that I'm upset with because there is no sound to it. And to catch you up on the other one, like, see, there's nothing.
They do look like old videos. Are they supposed to have sound?
This one is not supposed to have sound because if this video that you're actually watching is the old school reel.
Yeah.
Where you used to use a projector.
Yeah.
In school, where they had.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so that one didn't. That's from 1979. So I'll go back and I will show you the other video. Now I like this one better, not only because I changed the quality. I didn't change the quality, but I got to edit and make some sound to it. So I like this one a lot better, even though it says 13 minutes. What's up, Ryby? How are you? Good to see you. I can't wait to see you again. When you come back to Massachusetts, by the way. So you heard the sound. And that's the video. That I like that one a lot better than the first one. Which one do you agree? Which one do you like better? You got to see both of them.
They honestly both look fine to me. There is a certain je ne sais quoi to the silent films.
So you think I should just left it blank? Or you think I should have edited it? That's my family, by the way. So
I noticed. I'm kind of curious why you can't find out their names. I'm sure somebody has to know.
Because there's only two people. This is where the debate comes in. My mom, which you see, and my aunt will never tell me who those people are, which is Denise Vincerelli. So yeah, those are the only two people that I can actually go to find out who they are. So the video just became unknown.
Oh, I'm fairly certain there's got to be some kind of town archives. As long as you knew what town they lived in,
you
could probably find something.
I don't. The only thing I got is the person who I got the video from died, and if it wasn't for the person dying, I'd have probably got that a lot sooner and then have it uploaded, and I could have probably had the names to go with those people instead of putting unknown. That's what pissed me off the most. So it is what it is. So, like I said, this is partly family traditions, and this is, like I said, this is pretty much the one who is actually supporting me into this, who would help me if he could, which would be my dad, because my dad's on my YouTube. He's also on my Instagram. And I've already told these people that the support that you need to become successful, they don't have to help you financially. They can try to say, hey, they might have a broken down car. They don't want to pay a mechanic. They'll just pay for parts. Fix my car.
Okay.
You get the experience on working on it. plus you're helping out a family member for nothing. And you also do them a favor, and you're doing yourself a favor because at least you can go back and say, "Hey, I worked on my dad's car," and that's something that many people can't say that they did. They can't say that they worked on their parents' cars until after they get their degrees and stuff. While you're going for your degree, you can say that. Many people can't say
that. All right,
that.
so let's turn this back to the conversation.
So, like I said before, is family issues. You have family, and then you have family who's gonna wish that you were dead, or that they wasn't gonna support you. I'm trying to keep us both in there. So what about you? Have you ever run into my situations before?
Not necessarily. Everybody has their own parental issues, I'm sure. I mean, literally everyone. But there are some things that I run into that are hard. Like having a father that's tough to deal with and having a very hands-off kind of mom means you don't really have anybody to run to for comfort. Especially when you're in a family that, you don't even feel a part of.
Okay, so your next question is for me to you, actually, not even on the phone because I'm still waiting for the phone to ring. Is how are you with your siblings? I'm the only child, so I don't have that connection with other people. I do have that connection with my friends, but I just feel it's not the same. It's not the same connection where if I was actually more related to them.
Well, honestly, siblings, and I can say this for a fact, for the most part.
Well, that's because you have some. So
right.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I can't say this for a fact because, again, everyone has different relationships with their siblings as well. But for me, my siblings know me better than any of my parents ever have. So they're kind of people that you have to love no matter what. And yes, they can be pains in the butt. Yes, they can be lifesavers. Yes, they can be your best friend sometimes. And sometimes they can drive you crazy. But for the most part, when it comes to having a sibling, it's pretty much you have to love them no matter what they do, because they're closest thing to you, even closer than your parents. Why are they closer than your parents? Because your parents are looking at you from the point of view of an adult to a child, while siblings can look at you somewhat on the same level as you're growing up. As a child looking at another child, your siblings are your peers that you spend all your damn time with. So they will know you better than even your parents think they do, for the most part. Even and that also is true even for people who have siblings that have certain age gaps. Not all siblings are born around the same time. Some have age gaps between them, but even so, they still usually end up having a closer relationship than the parents could ever have with their kids, mostly because they can't really interact with them on that same mental level that children have.
So my next question is, families have fights. Well, relatives fights with relatives.
Yep.
Has there ever been a fight where it ended your relationship completely gone? Like you don't talk to this person ever again?
Yeah, it's called a black sheep of the family. Everybody, well, not everybody, but most people have what's called the black sheep of the family, which is the one family member that is technically part of your family, but no one really wants to spend any time with because of their life choices or because of their demeanor.
Okay, so when we put you in my position is I didn't have any cousins growing up. I got to see my friends most of my friends with the siblings, cousins, and aunts and uncles. Now, I was trying to get close to my cousins, but my cousins lived all the way in North Carolina. Now, I have some cousins, mostly all my cousins are here in Massachusetts. Some of them I got in touch with and actually created a bond with. That's going to be probably my third or fourth cousins.
Okay.
Kind of funny how I actually mentioned mentioned that because we was friends before we knew we was related.
Okay.
So let me try to stay on topic. So my first cousins, they live here in Massachusetts, and it's on my mother's side, obviously. And I tried to get close with them. They lived out in Lynn or Revere, which is still not that far compared to North Carolina, California, Canada. Again, they're still in Massachusetts. It's not that far from where you're living. I lived in New Bedford at the time. How far is Lynn to New Bedford compared to North Carolina, Canada, California? Those people made an effort to actually see me.
Okay.
My relatives out in Boston, never.
Do you know why?
Because
It's proximity. Someone who lives far away, when given the opportunity, will love to come see you because they know that it's a whole song and dance just to come see you. While someone who lives in Boston knows they only need to drive maybe an hour and they can come see you, which means they can see you whenever the heck they want.
right, but they choose not to.
They choose not to because then again, it's also an hour drive, so it's a hassle. So it's just enough of a hassle to make it not worth it, but at the same time, the fact that they can come whenever they want means they'll always push it off. While, say, someone who needs to get like a plane ticket or needs to gas up the car a few times to drive up to go see you, it would take a heck of a lot more commitment, you know?
Right, that's what
While say, a quick drive to go see, family an hour away doesn't take all that much commitment planning or, anything like that. So it tends to be more of a nuisance than anything else. And they'll more likely just want to see you at family functions.
Yeah, not even that. Not even that. When it came to holidays, birthdays, my mom's sister doesn't even know when my actual birthday is. So I'm like, yeah, I told her, and I will tell her. I'll tell her right now on live. I don't give a damn, and I'll tell her on this camera too. You only made the attempts when the points actually counted, and what I mean by that is, you wasn't there for my graduation. You wasn't there when I was actually taking off to Americorps and Triple C for a year.
Okay.
I'll say a year because it was more like a 10-month trip where I never touched home, where I had a chance to touch home, but I just chose not to because, one, I didn't have the financials, and two, I wanted to be away from home a lot longer because I didn't know how to get back. So I want to stay in a program where I want to succeed in. If I came home, I didn't feel like I was going to succeed in the program. That's the reason why I stayed out there. So my parents understood. They spoke to me over the phone, and I wished them almost once a week. I tried to call in at least 5 or 6 relatives while I was gone, and that means even the ones in North Carolina, California, some Canada, depends on where they were. If they were in Massachusetts at the time, then I would call them. So that's what I'm just trying to say. But like you said, it's more of a commitment because you're closer.
It's not much of a commitment when you're super close because, again, there's always the thing in the back of your head saying you can visit them anytime, blah, 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 blah. But you also have to think it's more than just that. Like, as someone who has, like, so many nieces and nephews and so many siblings, it's not easy to go visit each and every one at each and every family function when you're also working, a 40-hour job, especially in this economy. Heck, some people are working 2-3 jobs. It's not always easy to find the time to be there for them, even if you know that you should be there for them. It's those moments that really eat people up inside as an adult. It's not, and heck, not even knowing something like a nephew's birthday, that also eats people up inside because that's something that you should know. But at the same time, sometimes circumstances make it so that either you can't or just don't have the commitment.
No, it's actually kind of funny is that it was always me going up to Boston, never them coming down. It was always me going to my cousin's.
Well, that
birthday.
was you making the effort. That was
No,
you
that's-
making the commitment.
No, that was
to go see them
well
and your
at a
cousin.
younger age. At a younger age, it was my nana, and my nana would say, "Hey, I want to go to Boston." Not one, only like maybe 5 or 6 times did my aunt, well, I should say my mom's sister, come from Boston to see her own mother or see my mom or even me. When she came down, she didn't want to see me a few times. I was like, "Hey, listen, fuck you. I'm going to go see my cousins."
But see, the other thing you also need to realize is, especially from a child's point of view, they don't truly understand what's going on in the adult relationship, say, between your nana and your aunt. For all you know, your nana and your aunt could have had literally anything else going on that could drag your aunt's attention away from you, including something like an argument.
My mom's sister and my nana barely ever argued. They barely ever argued.
But did they ever get along?
They did.
Okay.
But when you put my mom, my nana, and my mom's sister in one room, it's almost like World War IV. Forget World War III. Watch out for flying dishes. Watch out for anything that can get thrown. It's gonna get thrown. That's what's actually what's happening. So nobody can get along. It's just like,
well, that's another thing I want to bring up is that you know that you love someone if you can have strong feelings for them. Because if you didn't care about someone, you wouldn't care about what they did. So even though when they're brought together, they are volatile and may not get along and may throw things, they have to care about each other enough to even display those emotions. So yes, everyone knows there's a fine line between love and hate, and especially anger in between. So the fact that they're able to feel that strongly, no matter what emotion they're feeling, shows how much they care about that person, because they could care about that person enough to be mad at them, care about that person enough to want them to change, care about that person enough to want them to hear their voice. It doesn't matter what the situation is. The fact of the matter is, and especially because they're family, they wouldn't act that way and do those things if they didn't want the best for their siblings, regardless of the situation. Or the family, mother, daughter, aunt, siblings, whatever they are related. You know, ultimately they do care about each other because they have the, you know, they put the emotions into whatever they're doing, whether that's arguing, getting along, talking, or just throwing shit. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is they care enough to do that, which isn't always easy.
All right, can I do something like this? Actually, yeah, it's gonna fall. No, sorry, I'm just trying to set up the camera the way I wanted to set it up, and it's just not fucking working.
Well, put it in the bag like you had it.
There we go.
Yes. Oh no. You're not plugging it in now. That's just charging it. And then you just take this.
Yeah, go ahead. There we go. That works. That actually works a lot better. So yeah. Did you feel like you got along with your siblings better than you did with your parents, or was it
Most definitely?
Was it the same? Don't
get me wrong. Like,
did you have more fights with, your parents or siblings?
I definitely had more fights with my parents. But that was mostly due to my parents not fully understanding me. Don't get me wrong, my siblings didn't fully understand me either, but they were a lot more accepting of my imperfections than my parents, who didn't understand why I was different from most children. And were trying to beat me into normalcy, whether that was through physical means or through medication.
Okay. So...
And mind you, that's just coming from a military family background.
Now, did you play fight with your siblings? Like, could you pick on them just because you could?
No. I mean, like I said, I do have biological siblings, but I also have adoptive siblings. And my relationship with each was vastly different. I was definitely very close with my biological siblings. We all had gone through the same thing, gone through the same system, when we all, of course, had our families. But we were a lot closer because we were torn apart, but also because we had similar feelings in these houses with these new people. So I was definitely a lot closer with them. However, with my adopted siblings, it was kind of like night and day to me. I had one sibling that was nice to me and one sibling that didn't really like me all that much. And considering that I had a very hands-off approach mom who, could not be relied upon for emotional support whatsoever, I ended up turning to the other adopted sister, who was a lot kinder and nurturing. So but either way, I never truly was made to feel like I was part of that family. Like I was part of that family, but I never really felt like I had been truly accepted as a member of that family. It was more like everyone was just kind of putting up with me while my parents tried to make me into what they wanted me to be.
We actually, some of the people, I wish they were on now, but some of the people wrote to me on Facebook that I should have an extra person for these podcasts. And I would love to have a third person for these podcasts, especially with you doing it, and I'm pretty sure you'll be okay with it, is to actually make it more interesting and just between us two having a conversation. Because I would like to have a third person eye-opener.
Well, I mean, on top of the fact that they'll have their own experiences to contribute.
Exactly. So it actually,
as well as their own point of view.
Exactly. So it actually makes it more interesting as the stories get told. So one of the subjects was crime between Fall River and New Bedford.
Okay.
We could elaborate that on to next week's show if we can get a third person.
Okay.
Whether it be alcoholic, drug addict, whatever.
What? A guest star or something?
Yeah, as a guest.
We would have to debate over who the candidate would be. I'm not opposed to it, but we would definitely have to have a long meeting about who would be selected for, whatever show.
I would think about friends only to be guests.
Well, that's for a meeting for another time.
That's what I was somebody was writing that. I'm not sure. I think that was either Dejan or Rael was thinking it. I'm not sure. But I know it was sent to me either in my Instagram or into my Facebook. So I want to bring that up to you on this live so they would their question would get answered is what I'm trying to say. So whoever wrote that question about being our guest shop, we are not going to say no to you. We just rather have it as a friend or a family who would like to come in as a guest, as a guest host. As of right now, like I said, between family and friends, I've done some videos. I'm not sure if any of my cousins have seen them, but get to a story real quick. And the reason for this is because it was on my mind when I was talking about my cousins and when I said they're like my third or fourth and how we was friends before we found out that we was related.
Mm-hmm.
Funny story is I was in my cousin's house, my friend's house, the Terrace house, which was in Acushnet. The whole family left. This is a family of maybe 7 or 9. I'm serious. I must have had between 5 to 9 5 to 9 cousins in this side of the family.
You call that big?
Well, this is a big house.
Okay, well, I had like that many aunts and uncles. Imagine how many cousins I had.
Well, I'm saying that's how many cousins I had in this house. So one day they went out, they forgot about me in the house. I think I remember setting the alarm off, and the alarm finally went off by itself. Now I go to the kitchen while the alarm was either going off or on. I forget how it was, but they had a picture of my grandmother on their refrigerator. So I'm looking around the house saying, "Hey, anybody home? Anybody home?" No one's home, so I had to wait until someone showed up. Someone says, "What the hell you doing in the house?" I said, "You guys forgot about me. I was upstairs playing video games." She says, "Greg, you didn't tell him that he had to leave?" My cousin Greg looks at me and says, "No, I didn't tell him that we was leaving. I just forgot." So his brother said, "Greg, how could you forget to leave your friend here?" I said, "Okay, I'm thinking nothing of it." But now curiosity got into my mind because going to my Nana's house, on my Nana's refrigerator, all she had was all these relatives and neighbors. Now, I know for a fact that there's no way that these were neighbors to my Nana. So now like I said, curiosity got my mind. Looked straight up and I said, "Can one of you guys come here? I just want the adult first." "Why? What's going on?" "Who's that?" "Oh, that's Ellie." "That's my Nana. Why is she on your refrigerator?" Just like that. Not even, "Hi, how you doing?" No. "How did that lady on your refrigerator? Why?"
You
Boy,
love children's, honestly.
boy, no. She goes, "You got defensive real quick. Relative, want to know why?" She goes, "That's a cousin of ours." No, I think she said that was our aunt or something. Now the question comes to me, why? I said, "Because that's my Nana. That's my grandmother on my mother's side." "You're related to Deborah Richard and I said, "Yes, I'm related to them. That's my dad actually had to go to the house, introduce himself, and find out we actually know who you are now."
Mm.
So it was like it was
a family member that kidnapped my kid and then ditched him at your house. Don't you love how family treats family? So that means your cousin Greg didn't just leave his friend at home; he left his cousin at home because he forgot.
That's what I was trying to say, and
man, it must have been that whole time he was stuck at that house that he finally found the fridge and looked at all the photos before finding his Nana.
I was there for maybe 2 or 3 hours before they actually came home, so I was actually at their house. I was really shocked, and I was actually...
Well, what happened? When was the last time you saw Greg that day? Before they left for wherever they left for?
We was playing video games, and Greg goes, "I heard something coming out of someone's mouth saying dirt bike or something. Yeah, we're gonna do something." And I didn't think of nothing of it. I was too distracted. I remember the video game too. That's actually a key point. I was actually playing Madden. I was playing Madden. He was the Cowboys. I was the Patriots.
So he just got up in the middle of the game.
So he paused the game, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta go do something real quick." I said, "All right, you go do something." And while I was like a little bastard then, I want to try to cheat, because at the time he had the ball. I was like, no, this isn't happening. I want that ball back some way. So I'm trying to make a
fumble or something.
Without like literally throwing an interception or trying to make it 4 downs or anything like that. So it wasn't that. It was...
You gotta be very careful. Oh, shit.
Sorry about that. That was my Instagram cutting out. And I forgot to end that one, but it's okay. I'll post that later. So, Greg, so I had the ball. I wasn't trying to cheat like, hey, it's 4 downs. This is how it's going to go. No, I was actually trying and realistically try to get that ball turned over instead of making it like really cheat. Like
Dude, you were playing on both controllers. You can't really cheat any more than that. You were playing both controllers in a game of Madden. I wasn't trying to cheat. I wasn't trying to get a cheap turnover. I was trying to make it look legitimate, like we're on camera, but nobody cares.
Exactly. Like
Heck, Greg didn't care so much, he forgot all about you and your football game.
He actually did. He forgot about that, and I was just like, yo, okay. So here I am for about an hour. Like I said, I wasn't trying to go 4 downs in a row. I was actually trying to like pretend to get better. Well, at the time,
pretend to get better. Is that what cheating is?
Well, at the time, I sucked. Okay, so I was actually trying to get better at my game. So when he came back, hey, how'd you do? How the hell did you learn these skills? So that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, but that was like 2 or 3 hours later. By the time that's over, you probably long finished the football game.
Well, it took me
40-0.
We played for 15 minutes each quarter, so there was 4 quarters. So that took like a chunk. And I remember, for the rest of the hour, I got hungry. So I was like, all right, it's kitchen time. I'm done searching for you guys. You guys are not home. I'm eating. I'm eating like 3 boxes of cereal. Word of no lie.
In a random person's house.
Like, dude, I'm hungry. I was like, at the time, I was only 10 or 11, the latest. Because it was my last year in, Little League. So before I even started Little League, I just started. It was my 5th. I was a 5th grader at the time. No, I was a 6th grader at the time. So that's how I know how old I was. Because in 12th grade, 12th grade, yeah, okay. When you're 12 years old, you'll start your junior high, which would be 7th and 8th grade. So that's how I remember that. And it was actually kind of funny. Greg was like, dude, I still remember walking into my house. To this day, we still joke about that. So that's the reason why I want to bring that up, because it was fresh in my mind. But, oh, shit. All right. Yeah, I definitely got to cut this out. Sorry, guys. But I want to share that little family story with you. You got anything you want to add?
Yeah, we'll see you next week with a whole new topic, a whole new debate.
Hopefully with another person. Maybe a
with a whole
guest.
New person.
Maybe. We don't know. Take you guys out in my next video. Talk to you guys in a bit.
Bye.